Hello and welcome to episode number 2 of this playthrough of the game The Gardens Between. We are playing through memories of two children and we are unlocking different levels which are time puzzles, and we started with a move of one of the children, so moving to a new house. And so my question is this us playing forward and the game starting with the kid moving and then meeting a new friend and us playing through those memories, or are we playing backward in time and the kids are moving away from each other? So that's something I'm hoping to unlock further in the game. Let's hop in and let's see what a level looks like. So we play on these islands that you see over here as an example, and there are elements in this world, in this little island, that are part of a memory. So for example, on the left we see a cinder block, we see a plank with a saw halfway through the plank, and the only thing I can do to move or to manipulate anything in the game is moving time forward like I am now, and when you let go of the button it just reverts to a still image where all the objects stay still, and you can also interact with things, certain things in the environment. So when I go back in time, you can see that our two kids now move back and they start at the very start over here by their little boat. Oh, we can walk on a cloud. That's something new. And so you can see that the girl who's in the front with the red shirt is holding a lantern, and the goal of each level is to pick up a light, like we have done right now from this yellow flower, and bring it to the top of the island. But there are other elements in the game, for example this red flower, who can steal our light away from us. So if I move forward, you can see now that the flower steals our yellow light and eats it up. And I am now locked out from going further back. So it seems like that cloud is kind of a one-way thing, and you can only pass through it when you are holding a light, but you cannot pass through it when you're not holding a light. Okay, so here the kid's path splits up. The boy goes down to the drawing, and the girl goes up. Aha, so the girl is jumping on the saw, and I assume by doing that the plank will fall. And the boy can then also go up. How do we saw multiple times? Okay, just jump on it a couple of times. Saw through time, saw the plank. Next, get a hammer. So can I still go back in time? Oh, I can. Okay. Here we have another interactable element for the boy. So the boy can ring these bells, and a bell will do something specific. In this case, it opens up a new flower for us to pick up the light. So we need a hammer. Although it has already given me the achievement. So how would I do something with the hammer? I can go back in time with my light now. But I assume I can still not pass through while the red flower is open. So let's see forward in time what else there is to interact with. Okay, we have a fog wall. And it evaporates when I get close enough with my lantern. Oh, is the red flower gonna steal my light again? I think it is, but I see another flower top left where I can pick up another light. We have a drawing of a hanging bridge, and there is here another bell, but I see that it's blocked because we're not holding a light. Now what does this bell do? Does it close the red flower? Oh, it closes the yellow flower. Okay, that's not what I expected it to do. I see I cannot move forward because there is a fog bridge. You can see the outlines of it under the feet of the girl, but it activates since I have my lantern. So here you can see the bridge is there, and when I get closer, it disappears. So I need to lose my light. So purposefully this time lose the light. And then, okay, that's why I needed this second flower here closed, because otherwise I could not pass over this bridge. And then we pick up another light here, and we can move to the end of the level. We see a birdhouse in the distance there. And that's our level completed. There's the birdhouse. I see paint brushes. A tire that is swinging. And we have this little cube that's jumping around on the right. And that's a cube that can carry the lantern that I'm carrying around. So for some parts of the puzzle, you need to pick up the light in a different spot. So let's ring the bell to open the flower. Oh, and the cube jumps into the pot of paint. And there's a second cube right above the girl. And then the other cube jumps in the paint. Are we drawing something maybe? I see there's a paper on the right, on that little island. Middle bottom now. So the boy is climbing a ladder on the left, the girl climbing a ladder on the right. See a paint roller. Oh, and there's our cube. But I can't interact with it yet. So there's actually a bunch of cubes doing different things. So the first cube there, we can see him just right of the tire. He jumped out of the paint and has moved on to the back where the girl is now. Huh, okay. Ah, I see. So now we have a choice. Which cube do I place the lantern on to pick up the light? So I assume I can interact with all three of them. They're waving to each other, and here they meet up again. Okay. So we need to track what the cube is that came from the bottom. I think it's the one that's on the right now, but just to be sure, I'll track them back to the beginning. Yeah, it's the one that's jumping off the platform now, goes into the paint, jumps out to the second level. That's where I noticed it before. Then it jumps to the back and it settles down there. Now, where is the pink one coming from? So the pink one comes from that bucket at the bottom. Was it somewhere else before that I could see it? No, it just starts on that island on the left side. You can see that blue cube. That's the one that jumps in the pink paint. Let's see where the first cube comes from. So that's the first time it appears in the middle of the screen there. So maybe later on, I don't know if I need it, but I can see that those two cubes on the top, they pass really close by each other. Okay, so I know if I want the light, I put my lantern there. Go back in time a whole lot. Right there. And then we go forward in time. And then now I can pick up the lantern with the light. And then they're gonna meet up here by the bridge. Oh, okay. A lot is moving. But I think this is just a reset, like kind of part 2 of the level. Because can I go a little bit back? I can, okay. So the first cube, or the cube on the right side, is one of those 3 that has started moving again and is now going in the pink paint. So is it gonna be a combination of pink and blue? And then I see on the left side, bottom left, that there's a new cube that has jumped down and is now by the light. So that's the one I need to track in order to put my lantern on. So let's track that one on the left. Oh, and the cubes in the middle have also started moving again. Just on the right of where I am, or my kids are there. That one comes down, okay. I totally lost the cube in the back. Where did it go? Jumps in the paint bucket. Ah, and then I can see it there at the bottom So it's hard to describe because I can't point with my mouse. So there is the branch, and there are 2 planks nailed to it at the bottom. And the cube just above those 2 planks is the one I need. So it's painted blue. It jumped to the left. And it's still down at the bottom there. Now jumps in the pink paint bucket. Oh, and then 2 cubes jump out that are pink. So it's the one on the bottom that is now on the paint roller. So the lowest cube that is still there. Okay, so it's the one on the left side. And then, okay, I think I know which one to use. I think it's this one. Okay, let's play it back. So this is where it comes into the pink paint at the back. And there we see it jumping towards the light. Then we move forward in time again. And oh, it's following the cube now from closer by. I wonder if this level also had an achievement for something. Because there is this uncolored cube at the top. So what else can I do with this light? Where did that unpainted cube come from? Was that always there? So I'm tracking the one at the very top. But it seems to have always been there. Okay, I don't see anything else I could do with this level. I don't see anything I could knock over, for example, or interact with. So let's just play it out. So that was clever design, using the same mechanics that we already knew to do something completely new with the paint. Okay, and what scene do we have here? We have a bike with a rope attached to it. A little flower with lights at the bottom. And then here a bell that I can ring to interact with a certain object. Okay, so this activates the pulley, the lever. And I can get that cube to go down all the way to the light. So I wonder if the platform is there, can I place the lantern on it? So I'm gonna exit this view, and then now the girl can interact with the platform. Let's go back in time and activate the pulley again. And I get it back to the girl. I don't know if I'm supposed to pick up the light now already, if we're gonna maybe lose it. Yeah, we are gonna lose it here at the bridge. But I see we can, we have another bell later on that we can use to maybe pick up the light in the same manner. So I have that bike in the background there. Yeah, I think we can just do the same thing. Aha, but I think on the right side there, on that box, that looks like a red flower that is closed still. And above where I am, there is going to be one of those pieces of mist that is blocking our path. So maybe we need to eat the light at some point. Let's see. Let's pick up the light first. And get it back up. And let's see what happens if we do have light. Does the flower there open? Or is that what we need to do with this bell? Yeah, we might have... Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, so the mist is active as a barrier whenever the light is not close to it. And I also cannot ring the little bell above the boy there because the girl is not close enough. So the boy here waits. The girl catches up. I see, and now we have a problem. Because now there is that bridge of fog, but I cannot walk on it when I have my light close by. So I actually think I've kind of soft-locked myself out of this puzzle. Because yes, I can go back in time now. Okay, I think I see. I'm not locked out. I think the fog will also dissolve even when the girl is not carrying the lantern, but the lantern is on the platform. So if I can move the platform up now to there, I can ring the bell. Now I'll see what I have to do later, because I assume there's something more, a next step as well. So here I can ring the bell. So now the flower there opens, and is it actually a red flower? It has more of a pink color, but it does have that void in the middle. Yeah, so now I need my light back. Okay, how do I do this? This is a bit strange now. So I cannot move forward here. The fog is blocking my path and I don't have light in order to pass through it. So I need to go back to pick up light for that first fog wall. But once I'm past that first wall, I do need my light to disappear. Okay. So perhaps I wonder then, can the light be... I pick up the light again here. Then I need the flower to be higher, because I need my light to disappear right after I pass that first fog wall. And not when I pass it here. Okay, so I need the kids to be close together here. Then it eats the light. Okay. And now this bridge is active because I don't have a light. And then once the girl is on the other side, I think here I can activate that bell. Huh, or can I? Oh. I can only activate it when the girl is still on the bridge. Don't think that's a problem. So now I move the flower away. Oh, damn. How do I do this then? If the cube comes away. Huh. How on earth do you do that? I see. Now the girl is on the platform and not the cube. I can move the girl down this time. Okay, this is quite clever. Or well, I should say, the game makes me feel clever. Gunfishing arenas at the end of her rope. Arena. Okay, we have a name for the girl now. Arena. So that should be the third of the part memories. And then we get to see one picture of a memory that has taken place. Okay, cute. So it's the kids playing in the treehouse that they built, lugging up things on a rope, little keyboard, some drawings, some posters to decorate with. Globe, and then the drawings, so the little pieces of paper, are also the drawings that we saw in the first of the 3 levels here. And then when I hold forward, it forms into this astronomical sign. Oh, and the points of light there, those seem to be the memories that we have unlocked floating towards the sky. Okay, next part. We are now seeing a computer, calculator, and an, what do you call that in English? Is that an abacus? And then a skull on the right, so maybe this is the learning part. Visiting a museum or being in school. So maybe they're also in class together. Okay, so the theme is definitely learning. We have an abacus, a computer terminal from the 80s, 90s. So the girl here is pointing at the calculator, or maybe that's the input for numbers. Wondering what that is. Throwing up his hands. Can they jump on the keys? Yeah, and it inputs on the console. Oh, I see. If I go back in time, I can step on the same button twice and it enters that code. So for example, I go forward in time, I go back, it enters another 2. 2, 7, 6, 4. Okay, so it looks like there is a 6-digit code that I need to enter. So we had 2, 7, 6, and 4. 2, 7, 6, 4. And here a computer mouse. This brings back memories, I should say, from when I was very, 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 very young. Although I think the computer we had at home, the mouse already had 2 buttons at least. Let's see what the bell activates. Okay, so we have a paper going into the fax machine. Or is it a printer? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this yet. Let's keep the paper in there for now. Let's move forward and see what we are going to need. Oh, I see. And here we have a code being generated on the golden wheels above where I am. And I think we'll need to look for a code that I can enter with the numbers that we have seen. Somewhere in time. So here all the numbers are lit up. 6, 4, 6, 7, 6. I think that's one we could maybe enter. Okay, so I've written down the number. Let's see what happens if we enter it into the console. Let's go very slowly. Where does the girl step on? 4. Steps on 4. And then goes to 6. So this is the point where I want the sequence to start. So I need to make sure that the console resets at the time before I step on the 6. 6. 6, that's not it. But I can now step on the 6, start the sequence, go to 4, then we need 4 again. So let's move forward and backward. Go to 6. Back in time, so the boy steps on 7. And then forward to 6. That's it. Okay, we've now opened the document. Sysutils. Oh, are those different elements that I see on the screen that we can activate? So perhaps this is a flower that opens. The first is a cube. And that's a little robot that activates. Let's see. Maybe I have to print out those little elements. So let's go to the printer. And it prints out a bell. Why? Oh, and below it, look, when the paper goes in front, it activates a bell behind the paper. I see. Now we still don't really know what we need. We've activated the terminal and I have a bell. Okay, let's see what the bell does. So this is a magic printer. That activates the flower and the gate. But the flower is still trapped in that glass casing. We have an oscilloscope here. And I can turn it. Okay. Do I have to shatter the glass maybe with a high enough tone? Yeah, see? There we go. Okay, cool. Some science. So it stays shattered. However, I am curious what those other elements of the computer do. So, for the sake of curiosity, I'm going to print out the other elements. Oh, damn, activated twice. Okay, so we put the paper in, a red flower comes out. Again, let's satisfy curiosity. Let's see what happens if I put the light in the red flower. I know I can just walk to the gate, but I want to know what the other options do. Maybe there's achievements associated with this. Okay, that one was not an achievement. Press the button once. Reprint. What is that? Looks like the two kids with the red color and the blue color. Maybe this is a clue for something. So I'll take a screenshot of it. Perhaps a star or something that you can activate later on. Let's see what happens if the kids walk behind the paper. Does that do anything? Not really. Has anything changed here? Also not that I can see. Let's activate number 4. This looks like a little robot on legs. Okay, it just jumps in the water. Maybe that's if you're not sure about the solution. Don't see what I could do with that little robot. I'm gonna put that drawing back up. Because that seemed like the most unusual one. That was not just an element in the puzzle. Let's put it there. Okay, so we did not get an achievement for printing out those other things. So I'm curious what that was all about then. Okay, this time seems like the theme is maybe a museum. We have a ticket stub just above where we are. I see a cube encased in amber or some sort of crystal. It reminds me of Jurassic Park, where they extract the DNA from the flies encased in amber or in resin. We have a little cube here on the right. The boy is pointing to it, attracting attention, and it is moving there. And it jumps. Okay. Okay, so here I am stuck in time. Or in time I cannot go further forward because this rock is blocking the path. So I assume the bell will undo the bones from falling, maybe, or make them fall further. So this is back in time. We see now on the left side that there is a cube with light, or with a light that has not yet been opened, that falls into the water. Okay, I see. So on the right of the island there, in the middle of the bones, you can see that there is a bell that is encased in amber. And it shatters here when the bones hit it. So I think we need to get to that bell somehow. So let's rewind it as far as I can get it. So the rock is now up and I can go farther, but then again here I am stuck. So I need to pick a different point in time. So let's see what happens to other pieces here. So it shatters, the rock is still there. Maybe I could go to it now and activate. Yeah, I can. Okay. And that should open the flower now. So I kind of need the bone that's on top of where we are to fall down to make a bridge. Maybe, do I want to keep the light there a little longer? Go back in time, so the cube comes by. I see, but I've not... Oh, I can pick up the light now. Maybe I have to put my lantern on the cube later, and not yet. Because it has not come close to the girl to put the lantern on there. Okay, let's see. We need to pick a point in time now so that we can go up one level, and here it seems like we create a bridge. So this is as far forward in time as I can go. Okay, yeah, the light activates the fog wall, allows us to pass. So I can go forward in time only to this point, and we still have not gotten close to the cube. However, I can activate the bones again, going back in time. So I think I need it maybe here. So we have a bridge, but the rock has not fallen yet. Can I put the lantern down here? No, I can't. Not yet. Okay. So I can't go further forward in time. This is as far forward as I can go. Let's, however, go back. Well, what to do? So forward is no good. Here, maybe. Then the bone is giving us a bridge to the top. But where does the little cube go? It jumps away. Does it ever come back to us? I see there are 2 bells on the left side as well that we are gonna have to use. Oh, and I also cannot activate this bell because it has fog around it. So the boy cannot activate it, and the girl gave away her light. So maybe I was not supposed to put my lantern on there. So let's move back to this point. But now going back, this thing will steal our light. Okay, I'm a little confused. Oh, by going back in time, I can ring the bells because the bones are hitting it. However, how will I pick up the light then? I see the light is floating at the top right, or there is a light at the top right at least. Okay, I think I see what to do, more or less. Do I though? Yes, I do. Sorry, it's a bit confusing. Yeah. I want the bone to fall there, so we can go down to the cube and put the lantern on it. Then I want to go back in time, so the cube has the light, which is okay. Then I activate. I ring the bell. And the red flower at the bottom has now closed. Oh. Forward in time. And we go back, down. So in order for us to go up, we need to go down first. And now I can pick up a lantern with light and move it past this red flower. But then if we were to go further up, that second red flower would be in our way, but I can re-ring the bell. I don't need the flowers in the middle anymore. Then I create a bridge to go to the top. And I can safely move past this flower. I think that's the solution. I still need a path to the gate though, but I can do that now because the light is close to the bell. The fog is no longer around it. Let's see. Let's go back in time. Back in time seems to be the solution, but I also want to see from this view what happens if we go forward. This is as far as it goes. Let's reassemble. Oh, and now the head goes all the way to the top. Before it didn't do that. The head was already falling down on the other bells that I saw. So we now have a complete dinosaur. Okay, cool. A lot of steps in that level, but I like that it's getting progressively harder. Because the first levels were quite easy. Yeah, so they are at the museum, sneaking past there, putting a paper airplane in the dinosaur's mouth. We have the computer, the calculator on the left side, and then a ring or a bracelet on the right side. Oh, and she's grabbing the airplane. Maybe they threw it and it got stuck in the dinosaur's mouth, and now they're trying to get it back. Alright, that's cute. Now I'm going to end episode number 2 here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.